The planet Sythra was known as the Graveyard of Giants, a desolate world where even the most fearsome predators of the galaxy tread lightly. It was here that the Vraxian Matriarch, Kaya, ruled with unmatched ferocity. Her kind had evolved from a lineage of bioengineered predators, each generation deadlier than the last. Standing nearly 8 feet tall, with razor-sharp exoskeletal plates, 6 scythe-like limbs, and eyes that glowed with an unsettling violet hue, Kaya was a nightmare incarnate. Legends spoke of how she had single-handedly repelled fleets, destroyed invading armies, and torn apart starship hulls with her bare claws. The galaxy feared her, and rightly so, but for all her might, Kaya was alone. Her kind valued strength above all, and to her people, companionship was weakness. Then the humans came. The first encounter was unexpected. A small, dilapidated cargo vessel had crash-landed on Sythra. Kaya watched from a distance, amused. The ship's hull was scorched and riddled with holes. Surely, the occupants would perish within hours in the planet's hostile environment. But instead of cowering, a lone human emerged, his stance more curious than fearful. He was unremarkable by her standards, short, bipedal, with soft flesh that seemed too fragile for survival. Yet something about him caught her attention. Perhaps it was the audacity of his calmness. "Hello," he called out, his voice steady. "I know you're watching me. I mean no harm. My name is Alex." Kaya tilted her head, intrigued. No one had ever dared to address her directly. She emerged from the shadows, towering over him. Alex didn't flinch. Instead, he smiled. "Wow, you're impressive. Majestic even." Her mandibles clicked in confusion. Flattery was not a language she was accustomed to. "You are trespassing," she hissed, her voice a low growl. "State your purpose before I decide to end your existence." "Fair," Alex said, his tone maddeningly casual. "My ship's reactor blew during a delivery run. I managed to crash land, but the comms are fried. I don't suppose you could help me out?" Kaya's eyes narrowed. "You presume I would aid you?" Alex shrugged. "Why not? You seem capable, and I'm not exactly a threat to you." He gestured to his diminutive frame. Against her better judgment, she didn't kill him. Not immediately, anyway. Instead, she observed as he scavenged parts from his wrecked ship and built a makeshift shelter. Over the next few days, Alex displayed an astonishing resilience. Despite the planet's harsh conditions, he adapted, constructing traps for food, finding water, and even rigging a solar generator for power. But it was his attitude that fascinated her most. Alex seemed genuinely curious about everything, including her. "Why do you rule this place alone?" he asked one evening, sitting by a fire he'd managed to start. "Because I am unmatched," Kaya replied, her voice tinged with pride. "None can challenge me." "Sounds lonely," Alex said, tossing a piece of cooked meat her way. She caught it effortlessly. "Loneliness is weakness," she snapped. "Or maybe it's just unnecessary," Alex countered. Days turned into weeks, and Kaya found herself drawn to the strange human. He spoke of his homeworld, its chaos and beauty, its diversity of life. He treated her not as a monster, but as an equal, even a friend. When a Scythian storm, a cataclysmic event that could rend mountains, threatened to shelter, Kaya shielded it with her body. Alex didn't thank her with words. Instead, he repaired a damaged joint in one of her limbs using salvage tools. "You're more than just terrifying, he said. "You could be a queen." "A queen of what?" she scoffed. "Anything you want," Alex replied. The words lingered. When a bounty hunter arrived months later, seeking to claim Kaya as head, she expected Alex to flee. Instead, he stood by her side, a crude weapon in hand. Together, they defeated the intruder. "You're insane," she told him afterward. "Maybe," he said with a grin. Eventually, Alex repaired his comms, and contacted a passing trade ship. He could leave. Yet when the time came, Taya found herself reluctant to let him go. "You've changed me, human," she admitted. "I don't know if it's for the better." "I think it is," Alex said, holding out a hand. "Come with me. The universe could use someone like you." For the first time in her life, Taya hesitated. Then she took his hand. Years later, the galaxy would speak of the Vraxian queen who united warring species, brokered peace between empires, and ruled not through fear but respect. Beside her, always, was the human who saw the monster and made her a queen.